that Harry cannot keep his goddamn mouth shut.
I don't think he's an asset to the family. I believe he's a threat.
So picture this. William, the older brother, who always seemed chill and calm, is suddenly making moves that have everyone talking and wondering what he is really up to.
Evening, Your Majesties. Good evening, Windsor.
And out of nowhere, he goes full royal Thanos mode and just snaps Harry and Meghan right out of the royal scene, leaving everyone shocked and whispering about what just happened.
Harry doesn't have intentions that are going to benefit the royal family.
No fancy cape, no shiny crown. Just pure, I am done with your Netflix drama vibes. Energy that makes everyone gasp and talk nonstop.
Harry is trying to create more problems between Prince William and King Charles. And I truly believe this.
For years, the palace kept trying to stay polite and play nice. They let the Oprah interviews slide and acted like everything was okay while everyone was watching and gossiping.
Did you make Kate cry?
No, the reverse happened.
Netflix was tolerated, sure, but when Meghan started her podcast saying royal life was like a prison with fancier hats, everyone lost it, and the whispers around the palace got louder than ever. Okay, so at first it was like, awkward, but we can deal with it. But then William hit his limit, and oh no, he is totally done, and everyone can feel the tension rising.
Going into the criticism of William for carrying out less numbers of engagements than his father. We don't need you, Prince Harry.
Apparently for me, that doesn't matter.
One morning, he just woke up, saw all the royal chaos, and went delete account blocked, restricted by, leaving everyone shocked and talking non-stop about how savage he was.
Everything that Harry is trying to do only benefits Harry.
And get this, it is not just family gossip anymore. William has a 3-step master plan, so ruthless, it makes even Meghan's Hollywood agents sweat, and everyone is dying to see what happens next.
Trump is far more interested in getting close to William and Catherine than he is any other member of the royal family.
Step 1, take away all the royal titles. Step 2, leave them out in the cold like last week's leftovers. And step 3, wipe them out so completely that even Netflix can't find them, and everyone is gasping at how brutal it is.
Harry can't be trusted. He's always going to do something to cross that line.
But the craziest part is this whole royal revenge story did not even start with Harry's book or Meghan's podcasts. Nope, it all began with one tiny moment. Everyone ignored a royal wedding and a curtsy that was missed. And after that, everything just exploded into total chaos, and everyone could not stop talking about it.
Like I curtsied as though I was like, pleasure to meet you, Your Majesty. Like, was that okay?
It's really quite sad.
So Harry and Meghan thought they were chilling in California, but they turned the royal family into their own show. And William saw it first came Netflix. 6 episodes of Crown Sussex edition. William and Kate looked cold. Harry and Meghan played victims. Then Spotify millions paid, and bosses roasted them. And the Oprah interview made family talks. TV drama with Meghan, dropping bombs like Real Housewives of Buckingham Palace.
I was doing an interview to offer them a platform to tell their story about why they left. And that was my number one intention, was just clarity on why did you leave? And so some of the things that were revealed in that interview came as a surprise to me. And those surprises are now referred to as bombshells.
So the royal PR team panicked. William had to say, "We are not racist." Then Harry's memoir dropped, private fights and texts went public. William thought, bro, this is fan fiction. But the real crack started at May 2018, royal wedding. Meghan skipped a curtsy past the Queen. Everyone gasped. William saw it as a power move. She bent tradition to herself and shook the family.
The feud between William and Harry is as bitter as ever.
From that moment, William saw cracks in the palace. One skipped curtsy led to lost trust, lost loyalty, and missed dinners. It started Hollywood versus heritage. Harry and Meghan turned royal life into a deal brand. Every pause was just a trailer for the next drama.
She decided she didn't want to be a real princess because to be a real princess involves duty and responsibility, caring about other people. And so she just wanted to be a pretend princess in Hollywood, so she split her husband off from his royal family and then inked a $1 zillion deal with a bunch of media companies, and then all her projects flopped.
Then came the podcasts, turning family fights into binge episodes, and the memoir full of twists. Jaws dropped at the palace. William saw. He was not dealing with family, but a franchise. Every episode had a price. Loyalty was sacred for royals, but but negotiable for Harry and Meghan. William stopped defending and started planning offensive moves at Balmoral. Charles, Camilla, William and Kate met no aides, no leaks, just 4 royals, deciding Harry's permanent status. The air was icy. William walked in half and half out. Not anymore.
William at one point within 7 miles of his brother, so near and yet so far, refusing to see.
This was no longer about feelings. It was survival. The monarchy couldn't keep up with. Surprise interviews, tell-all deals, and family tea. Spilling Balmoral became the stage where William said enough. Charles hoped for peace. Kate was torn, but William was done being nice. He made it clear, this is business, not brotherhood. He laid out his plan, a royal ultimatum. Step 1, takeaway, Duke and Duchess titles. Step 2, no more palace perks or invites. Step 3, erase, starve the Sussex brand of oxygen. No drama, no press. Let Hollywood see the royal mystique expires. William wasn't swinging a sword. He was quietly pulling the plug, and everyone gasped at how smart and ruthless it was.
They know that once King William is King William, that they're done, that they're completely cut.
Here comes the twist. William's plan was aimed at Harry, but the one who really felt it was Meghan. She had dreamed of Hollywood sparkle and glitz, but William turned that spotlight into a weak, flickering bulb. Her podcast archetypes got canceled faster than a bad Netflix pilot. The docuseries that looked huge at first slowly fizzled as the novelty wore off, and those big corporate deals that used to roll in, like royal carriages, suddenly looked more like stuck Ubers, with no direction. Without the Duchess title stamped on her name, Meghan's negotiating power in Hollywood shrank overnight, and it hit hard because titles were not just ceremonial. They were pure branding gold, and William knew it, and the palace didn't stop there. They kept pushing with calculated moves and quiet strategies that left Hollywood execs sweating and royal watchers gasping while Harry tried to keep up, and Meghan realized the glitz came at a cost. And every headline, every canceled deal, every fading spotlight was a reminder that the palace had flipped the script and turned their dream into a lesson in power and patience and loyalty, and the subtle art of letting the royal brand dictate who stays in the light and who slowly fades into background noise, while William watched it all unfold with cold precision and a plan so ruthless that even the oldest courtiers whispered about it behind closed doors.
Yes, they met. Yes, that was against William's wishes, but there was no sense that I'm getting that Charles laid out the red carpet for Harry.
They locked the royal diary up tighter than Fort Knox. When Harry planned a charity visit in Britain, there was absolutely no family interaction, no tea with Granny, no friendly photo ops. Nothing for Meghan to spin into. Another headline. Every single door was closed. Every handshake withheld. The message was loud and clear. Access. Denied poor Kate, who had always been the family's unofficial referee, was caught right in the middle. She reportedly wanted peace, but she also understood that the monarchy could not afford another Netflix sequel. Featuring private Windsor drama, standing with William meant she had to protect the institution, even if it meant icing out her own brother-in-law. And the fallout hit Meghan the hardest. Without royal perks, her Hollywood pitch went from being the modern Duchess everyone talked about to just a former royal spouse in an industry that lives for shiny titles that downgrade hurt way more than any tabloid headline could ever do. Charles, who used to be the king of let's all get along, now basically became William's hype man with a crown, silently backing every move, while William methodically controlled the narrative and ensured that every royal step was measured, calculated, and devastatingly effective, leaving Harry and Meghan scrambling to keep up, and Hollywood execs realizing that titles and access were the real currency, and losing them meant fading fast. And every whispered conversation, every glance, every denied invitation became part of the quiet but merciless strategy that turned the palace into a fortress of control and left the Sussexes wondering if the glamour and sparkle of California life could ever compete with the cold, calculated power of tradition and legacy that William now commanded with unstoppable precision.
Harry is really deep in trouble at the moment, even financially. financially. I mean, we know that Meghan's Jam failed to sell out. Her season 2 of her cooking show was an absolute disaster.
For years, Charles played the gentle diplomat, always giving Harry second chances, ignoring Meghan's interviews, and quietly hoping that time would somehow patch up all the wounds and smooth over the drama. But after Balmoral, everything changed, and the tide turned completely. Charles made it clear he was siding with William. No hesitation, no soft handshakes. Just full agreement that the monarchy could not survive another Netflix special. This was monumental, because when the king himself stops trying to fix family drama, it means the gloves are officially off. It was no longer about repairing relationships or keeping the peace. It was about preserving the image and integrity of a 1,000-year-old institution. William was no longer the rebellious younger brother causing trouble. He had become the enforcer, and Charles gave the green light, making it official. From that point on, Harry and Meghan were no longer working royals, not even semi-royals. They were private citizens carrying celebrity baggage. Every single door in the palace was shut tight. Every invitation withheld. Every handshake denied. And the message could not have been louder. The monarchy comes first, no matter what, even if it means cutting off family ties completely. And that is the legacy William is building. To some people, he is a cold, calculated strategist, willing to cut off his own blood for the sake of the throne. To others, he is the guardian, carefully keeping centuries of royal tradition intact, making sure that the monarchy does not collapse into a reality TV circus, and that every move he makes is measured precise and devastatingly effective, leaving Harry and Meghan scrambling to keep up while the rest of the world watches the quiet but ruthless exercise of power unfold behind the palace walls. The real question now isn't just whether Harry and Meghan will survive the royal fallout, it's whether William will be remembered by history as the monarchy's savior who protected centuries of tradition and legacy, or as its most ruthless executioner who cut off family ties without hesitation and ensured that no drama threatened the institution. And just like that, what started as awkward family dinners and tense whispers over tea turned into full-blown palace warfare, with every move calculated, every glance analyzed, and every decision carrying the weight of centuries of monarchy. The hallways of Buckingham were no longer just corridors for polite conversation. They became silent battlegrounds where loyalties were tested, alliances formed and broken, and every member of the family realized that in William's new order, nothing was personal. Everything was strategy, and as the world watched the Sussexes scramble to keep up with the shifting rules and fading privileges, it became clear that this was more than a feud. It was a masterclass in power control and legacy and history. Would remember these moments not for the green juice or the yoga or the Hollywood sparkle, but for the quiet, ruthless precision with which William reshaped the royal family into an unyielding fortress of tradition and authority, leaving everyone from courtiers to celebrity watchers whispering in awe and fear at how far he would go to protect the crown and assert that the monarchy comes first above all else, while the drama that once seemed casual and distant became a defining saga that would echo through generations of royal storytelling. William isn't just the calm, patient older brother anymore. He's become the iron wall guarding the throne. Charles, who used to be the eternal peacemaker, now stands firmly behind him. Meghan's brand is wobbling. Harry's access is frozen, and the monarchy has slammed the gates tighter than Buckingham Palace during tourist season. So what happens next? Do Harry and Meghan try to reinvent themselves without royal glitter? Or do they slowly fade into the where are they now category of celebrity culture? Either way, William's plan has flipped the script, leaving everyone wondering, did he save the monarchy or sacrifice his family in the process? And if you think this was ruthless, wait until you hear the shocking demand Harry made to his father that left everyone stunned and explains exactly why William isn't playing nice anymore, where the crown meets chaos and we shine the brightest light on the stories they don't want you to see until next time. Stay curious, stay bold, and never stop watching the drama unfold. If you like this video, subscribe to Bella Breaks Down.